Good morning, everyone. Chase and I are off to go do a hike, and let us tell you about it. So I found this 12-mile hike. Yes, you heard that right. 12 miles for people who don't hike, but well, Chase hikes, I don't hike. So we are going to be going to the West Fork Trail, and that's kind of where the head is. And then we're going up to the Rainbow Hot Springs. So basically it's natural hot springs that are supposed to be at the end of this hike, but it's 6 miles in and 6 miles out. So we are only a few minutes from it. We are going to be spending the entire day. Supposedly it is 7 hours. It's already noon. We got a very late start, so we are really hoping that this will be all right. We can actually make it through. So off we go. Apparently it's unbelievable if you can make 12 miles.
We set out on what would turn into nearly a 12-mile odyssey through the Colorado Weminuche Wilderness, aiming for the hidden gem of the Rainbow Hot Springs. What we found was wild forest, river crossings, burnt forest reborn, and a pair of primitive thermal pools tucked behind the San Juan River. This is the story of that hike, what surprised us, what humbled us, and yes, how foolish I was for wearing sneakers instead of boots. The trail begins at the West Fork Trailhead, Trail 561, in the San Juan National Forest. From here, the trail leads you northward towards the Weminuche Wilderness after roughly 1.3 miles, and the springs lie about 5.3 miles up from the trailhead. Along the way, you'll pass through private land in the first mile, so be sure to stay on the trail. It's very important. Before fully entering the wilderness, the Forest Service warns of lingering impacts of the 2013 West Fork fire. And trails have been cleared, but you'll often see deadfall, burned stumps, and forest recovery from disturbances. So please be careful as you're walking and look where you step. Also, there's no potable water at the trailhead, so pack in what you'll need. My pouch ran out of water within the first 5 miles. We both drank out of Chase's. We did end up on our last 2 miles with no water at all, so I cannot stress this one enough.
Okay, here we go. Uh-oh, I don't have shoes for this.
Early on, the trail is fairly gentle with a forested setting and occasional glimpse of the West Fork River ahead. You may cross small side creeks, step over rocks and roots, and feel the forest hush around you. If you plan to take this trail, please note to wear the right shoes. I wore sneakers because I still don't even own hiking shoes. Don't ask. A lot of wild things that are coming up, so making sure you have the right shoes, honestly, is very important. Stay till the end to see why I had the wrong ones. So as I mentioned, this is almost a 12-mile hike round trip. The springs kind of ended at the 6-mile mark, and then you'll have to walk back. There are other trails that you can actually connect to if you want to go up even higher in elevation. We met a couple other groups that were going from all different areas. The trail overall takes about 5 to 8 hours if you plan to go on the 12-mile route that we did, and the hike does gain about 1,000 feet in elevation. So making sure you're taking all that into account on the time you actually leave and how much time you'll need to get through it, and if you want to take breaks or bring anything to eat.
Oh, your hat got in my way. No! Okay, so we are 1 mile in.
Crushing about 2.5 miles an hour. Not bad. That's kind of what we want to keep to be able to get out of here by dark.
We better get moving. Come on, let's go. Off we go.
At around the 1.5 mile, you officially enter the protected Weminuche Wilderness. From there, your surroundings become more raw and more wild, but way better views.
Anyone know what these are? Look at this. This is wild. I feel like I'm in the jungle.
Oh, really?
Very cool looking.
Yeah.
They smell amazing.
Yeah.
They smell like a salad.
What?
They smell like a salad.
I was thinking like a little minty too.
Mmm. A minty salad. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look, it's like flowing from there all the way down.
Whoa.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Go jump in there.
That's honestly what I would do right now. Wow. Mile 2. Here we go.
You're down, 10 to go.
10 to go.
That's all right though.
Who picked this activity?
My ankles wobbled a lot while crossing these rocky streams, and I cursed the missing grip on my soles. In higher water seasons, the stream crossings can be really dangerous, so be cautious on these and make sure you are steady as you cross them.
Water? Carved it out over time?
Very cool.
The trail meanders along the West Fork of the San Juan River, so you'll hear water, cross small creeks, and hike through meadows and forest patches.
Oh, wow.
The terrain starts to get a little bit trickier between the 2 to 4 mile section, so make sure you're being careful. Be aware for rockier footing, occasional muddy patches, loose rocks, and narrow edges.
Oh, is it cold?
Yes and no.
All right.
I thought it'd be a lot colder.
I think we should get our tubes out. Look at that. We'd be 7 miles away by now we're done.
You wouldn't have to hike down.
That's true. Maybe I'll do that.
Float down 2 miles, you know?
Okay, mile 3. Here we go.
If you're wondering what all the ruins and the fallen trees are here, this is the lingering effects of the 2013 West Fork fire, plus the continuing spruce bark beetle damage that's in the region. There is a lot of threat to this area, and they have done their best to clean up the area so that the trails are still safe to walk, but that is why you definitely want to keep your eye out, especially nearing the end. There's less and less cleanup and more damage.
Mile 4, here we go.
By mile 4, my legs were screaming. I could not wait for this thing to be over. The small hills that first kind of felt gentle were all of a sudden making me really rethink my life choices.
I've gotten to the point in the hike where I'm over it. Ready to get in the hot springs. But we might have a little while longer, so we'll see.
This was truly the moment I looked down at my Seekers and thought, why have I not bought proper boots by now? Ugh.
Is this it? No. I was so hopeful. That is a dam for sure. Beaver dam.
It's a big beaver.
All right, we hit mile 5. Here we go.
The last mile and a half is the hardest part. The trail may become less and less obvious as you go. You're going to be looking for campsite markers as you start hitting that final area. They're numbered posts, but oh my god, are they hard to spot.
All right, we're at the campsite portion, or the places you're designatedly allowed to camp in this 12-mile hike. Tent camping, obviously, and getting an RV up here. So we were told that the hot springs are behind, I think, 6 or 8, so we're gonna go find it. Here's 3. Campers over there.
We made it all 6 miles, and I swear we cannot find the hot springs. What turns out to be an almost
Any luck?
25-minute surge. We climbed around over every branch, any marker we could find, and still we could not find it. I was starting to think the internet played a cruel joke on me at this point.
All right, we cannot see it from 6, so we're gonna try 7 and 8. If not, we're gonna, I don't know, but we hiked here to get in a hot spring, so I'm getting in a hot spring.
The one thing I wish I would have understood before is that the springs themselves are not visible from the main trail. You do need to follow social paths near the campsite to descend to the pools, and they are deeper than you think and farther than you think. So just make sure you keep going. I wish I didn't give up the first couple times.
All right, so we could not find it behind 6, 7, or 8. So now we are heading back to 1 because Chase saw some guys swimming in the water. So we're heading that way. All right, we made a quick stop to change, and we're heading now back to site 6, kind of between 6 and 7. We just saw another group head down there, and they did not come back up. So we're guessing they must have found it, and we just definitely did not. So here we go.
This hike is more than a destination hot springs. It's a raw, immersive journey through the forest, fire scars, river corridors, and solitude. We went for the soak, but we came back carrying stories. If you like this trek, hit that like button, subscribe, and join us for more wild escapes.
All right, we bumped into a guy who said he saw some people here at the hot springs near site 1, but he said it wasn't very warm and there were a lot of people. So we're gonna try by 8 before we head on up again. All right, we're at site 8. Don't want to scare people who are camping here.
Look for around campsite 8. When you pass campsite 8, keep going and veer left a little bit. You'll find a smaller hot spring right here, plus the river, so you can actually enjoy a little more privately. We finally found it. It is near campsite 8 for the very small one and near campsite 1 for the larger one.
Chase! That's warm. I don't know how we're gonna sit in it, but it is warm. All right, there's this one, and then it looks like right here too. Yeah, hell yeah.
We sat down and pulled our lunch out of our little packs and relaxed here. Now, I will say the smaller hot spring by site 8 is definitely not as enjoyable. It is a little bit shorter, not as steep, and we did find some snakes over there. I would not recommend just sitting and soaking in this one.
Someone was smart. I brought pizza. Fresh out of the backpack. Okay, we went to hot springs behind 8, which is fine, but it's stagnant. So there was one across the river, which one of the guys who was in the other group did cross the river and ticket. He said it was too cold, so maybe during another time of the season it would be all right. But we're gonna head back to the one near 1. Apparently there's a lot of people there, but we actually want to submerge our bodies in it, not just our toes. So here we go. Negative is it's starting to rain. Mountain weather, Chase says. So it's gonna be a chilly hike back.
Heading towards the actual hot spring, the big one that we were supposed to go to, it's a bit of a hike. It's a descent down to the river, following a short side path with a very rocky alcove beside the San Juan. Getting down the hill is a bit of a struggle, but once you're there, it is totally worth it. You'll find primitive rock-walled pools built by previous visitors that actually draw in the geothermal water.
Where the hell is it? Oh, right there. I see it.
The upper pool is smaller and closer to the source and often hotter, around 105 degrees, while the lower pool is larger, cooler, and sits right on the riverbank, usually around 95 degrees.
This one's way better.
Yeah.
Plus, you can jump in the river, which is usually about 35 to 50. Because the pools are partially in the river bend, you can shift rocks or adjust walls to limit river water inflow.
Any snakes over here this time? Not in this one? We just saw some at 8.
There's a raw, wild feeling here. No amenities, just you, the water, the river's rush, and the canyon around. On quieter days, you might have the place entirely to yourself. Or on busier weekends, it's possible to be sharing it with fellow hikers. So be aware of when you head out. I sank into the warm water and felt every muscle uncoil. It's a dreamy reward after that hike, and a moment of almost disbelief that this was what was waiting for us at the end.
My feet are freezing right now.
It's almost like needles when you get back into the hot spring now.
Yeah. Okay, Chase, well, was it worth it?
100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
highly recommended. Would definitely do it again. I mean, look at this.
This was definitely worth 12 miles. I mean, I'm saying that before we have the other half of the 6, but still.
More than 6 so far.
All right, let's head back.
I couldn't even film this part. I was so exhausted. The head back is probably the worst part. You've already enjoyed the hot springs. All you want to do is get in your car and go home and have dinner. It was exhausting. So please just enjoy a couple of random clips from the hike that I didn't get to show you earlier.
Okay, our feet are killing us. Chase is gonna walk down this hill backwards. We're almost there. The car is just up the end of the street. Oh. All right, Chasey, what is the grand total?
All right, what do you think we hit?
12 miles.
We actually, we were just shy.
How many?
We did 11.18.
Wow.
And we did that in 5 hours and 3 minutes.
Wow.
We gained 1,266 feet of elevation. We averaged about 2.2 miles an hour.
Okay, that was that. My feet are full of blisters. Do not hike in sneakers. It's a terrible idea. Chase has something to say about that, but he's not gonna. He's gonna be quiet because of his own good. All right, we're gonna go get some wine and head home and soak our feet. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Travel Reimagined for more travel and RV content. Thanks so much for watching.
So how you doing after your post 12-mile hike?
I have so many regrets of suggesting this activity. My feet hurt so bad. I might have broke my ankle. I don't even know. How do people do this? They do this for fun? I don't know why. This is terrible, dude. Okay.
Oh, once you get past the soreness and...
I'm in pain.
Oh, hello, Mushy.
Thanks for watching. Until next time.
Let's hit the road, Jack.